My name's Kendra Bowen, and I'm from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and I was an extra in Gone Girl. I had a couple of extra roles. My first day, I played a print reporter, and we kind of chased Tyler Perry around for a little bit. And then my next day, I was called to be a stand-in for an actress. I was the same height and hair color for her, so I got to stand there while I focused the cameras on her. But about 2 a.m., I got cast as a vigil attendee, so I put on a t-shirt and held a candle and looked like I was looking for Amy. And then my third day, I was a print reporter again, and I got to run and chase cars for about 14 hours. It was a lot of fun, about 4 different scenes. And then I was cast as Nick Dunn, Ben Affleck's character's former high school girlfriend. And then on my last day, I was just a volunteer at the call center where they were trying to get volunteers together to go look for Amy. And they called me for another day, but my son had mono, so that ended my film career. They called me the night before as I was getting my kids out of the bath, and they said, hey, we need you to be an extra again. And I said, please, does it involve chasing cars up hills again? Because I just cannot do that again. So they said, no, you're gonna be Ben's high school girlfriend. And I said, oh, okay, that'd be fine. I read in the book, I went back to look in the book, and it's like, oh, my high school girlfriends were there too. That's basically all they were mentioned in the book. I thought, oh, it's me. A couple of girls will be like at the press conference or filling out forms, whatnot. So I showed up the next day and I was like, okay, who else is a girlfriend? And nobody, it was me. I was the one. So I was like, okay, this is a little, nerve-wracking but exciting. And they said, yeah, you'll definitely have about 5 seconds of just, your face on the camera. So, they got you all fixed up with hair and makeup, and they gave you a spot to stand on, and we went through rehearsal, and the extra came in and shook my hand. I thought, okay, that's great. It was handshake. That's how we rehearsed it several times. And then in come the first team, the actors come in, and then he's doing his part, going through all his different motions. Then he walks up to me and grabs me in this big hug, and I almost knocked off my feet. He's taller than me. And then he walked off, and I was trying to just remain calm in my head, not to cause the director to cut the scene because the extra screwed up. But I was just like, oh my gosh, is this really how this scene is going to go? And then we heard, David Fincher's cut, reset, go back to 1, and the scene kept going, and it kept going, and it kept going, and I lost count at 87. I know it was over 100 because it was multiple camera angles. And finally, about halfway through, Ben said to me, it's like, so how many times are we going to have to do this hugging scene? It's like, I don't know. My husband said, though, however many times I get to hug you, he gets to hug your wife, because he was a big Alias fan. It's only fair. So he only laughed and said, okay, we'll make this happen. And then, just a couple of small little jokes throughout, but he was staying professional in character. I was trying to stay professional as an actress. The directors would come up and say, listen, you're his former sweetheart. You need to embrace him more, linger. And it's like, okay, it's hard to do that because he's Ben Affleck, but you want me to hug him more? I can hug him more. You want me to hug him harder? I can hug him harder. When you rub his back, I can do that. Sure, why not? It felt weird, but you had to think of yourself, okay, I'm in character. I'm not stalking him like paparazzi. This is what they hired me to do. So that's what I did. And then he started changing it up where he would hug and almost lift me on my feet and then groan, oh. And I just had to stop from laughing because it was hilarious. I wanted to laugh. But I basically was just told to just hug him, look sympathetic, and to just mouth, because apparently I have a loud whisper. I have a loud voice anyway, but I have a loud whisper. Just to mouth, oh, I'm so sorry, Nick. I'm so sorry. We'll find her. Pat his back. Just look sympathetic as he walked away. And that's what I did for about 14 hours and got, paid time and a half for. It was fun in all the scenes I was in. Yeah, that was very memorable. It was very unique. I think it's a very unique experience. I'll never have that again. I really enjoyed my third day playing a press reporter, even though I had to run several miles that day, and it's a good thing, I worked out because it was a lot of exercise. But I guess by then, either the directors and second directors either knew, okay, that girl can take direction and listen, or that girl has a loud voice, because if they wanted somebody to meet this mark at a spot, they picked me and my friend Victoria. If they wanted somebody to start here at the bottom of the hill, end up at the top of the hill for the long arm crane to come through your shoulders, it was me and my friend Victoria. They asked somebody, okay, everybody's mobbing the car, and we want one person is going to yell this to go, that's going to make her turn around and flip off the camera, which people have seen in the trailers. And David Fincher was like, "You've got a loud voice. I want you to say," and it's like, "Oh, great, he knows I have a loud voice." But it was really fun that I was recognized for following directions and listening and having a loud voice, which I really do. So it came in handy for this part, yeah. Brought a lot of fun to this city, and it was, one of the best experiences of a lot of people's life. If you weren't cast an extra, just being able to go and watch them film scenes, or to know that these stars were walking around your town is really fun. I think it helped out with tax dollars and just put our name on the map. I think it's just nothing but a positive thing for the city.